Let us take up question number 1. LPG, a partnership firm, is engaged in the business of manufacturing of garments. It furnishes you the following data for the year ended 31st of March 2022. Expenses 2 crore 36 lakhs, interest to partners including lakh and 20,000 paid to Gopal for loan given by Gopal HUF. Salary to partners J 30,000 per month, Gopal 28,000 per month, Madhav 16,000 per month, total 8,88,000 per annum. Net profit 4,72,000 on the credit side, gross turnover 2 crore 55 lakhs. Other information, the partners share profits and losses equally. During the previous year 2021, the firm had incurred a business loss of rupees 3 lakhs and unabsorbed depreciation of lakh and 50,000. On 1/4/2021, Mr. J.S., a partner, died and his legal heir, Mr. J, got admitted on the same day. Another partner, Mr. Raj, also retired on the same day. Madhav is not actively engaged in conducting the affairs of the business of the firm, while J and Gopal are actively engaged in conducting the affairs of the business. Interest at the rate of 16% per annum for the first time on partner's capital account was paid from 1/4/2021. The clause for the same was, however, entered in the partnership deed on 1/1/2022. Salary paid to partners is authorized by the partnership deed since inception. Mr. Gopal relinquished his title in a land in the name of LPG for a consideration of 18 lakhs, which was duly recorded in the books of accounts of LPG on 31/10/2020. The stamp duty value of the land on that date was 20 lakhs. From the information given above, choose the most appropriate answer to the following question. How much interest can the firm claim as deduction for assessment year 2022-23? 5,40,000, 4,35,000, 2,25,000, and 1,05,000. So we will take up each alternative for the purpose of discussion, and we will choose the appropriate one. So the question is about how much interest can the firm claim as deduction. So if you just go through the question, we understand 5 lakh and 40,000 is the debit that they have made. Of that, lakh and 20,000 is paid to Mr. Gopal in the capacity of a Karta of the HUF, Gopal HUF. So that will not be coming under any sort of ceiling. See, now let us just understand for the first alternative, the figure of 5 lakh and 40,000 shall be split into two. So 1 lakh and 20,000 not coming within the ambit of any sort of restriction. The remaining 4 lakh and 20,000 being the interest paid to partners, where they have mentioned that they were paid at the rate of 16% from 1/7, whereas the clause for the same was entered in the partnership deed from 1/1/2022. So please just understand, firstly, it is 16%. So it cannot exceed 12%. For 16%, when it is 4 lakh and 20,000, for 12%, what is the appropriate number? 4 lakh and 20,000 divided by 0.16 multiplied by 0.12. That comes to 3 lakh and 15,000. This is from 1st of July to 31st of March, 9 months. So whereas partnership deed is providing it only from 1st of January 22 to 31st of March 22. That is for 3 months. If 9 months figure were to be 3 lakh and 15,000, how much is that for 3 months figure? 3 lakh and 15,000 divided by 9 multiplied by 3. So it is 1 lakh and 5,000 is the number that you get. Don't even use to get the calculator for this. And 1 lakh and 20,000 to be treated separately. Lakh and 5,000 to be treated separately. Total sum to be debited is 2 lakh and 25,000. They did not ask for how much is for partner and all that. Look into the question. How much interest can the firm claim as deduction? So the appropriate alternative is 2 lakh and 25,000. If the question were to be made as how much is the interest payable to the partners, then it will be lakh and 5,000. Since the question is about interest that the firm can claim, would mean we should also take into account the interest paid to HUF. Therefore, question is very well worded and you should understand the question properly and select the appropriate alternative. So care should be taken to read the question carefully. There is care should be taken to find out for whom the question is pitched. It is for the firm as a whole. They are not asked how much is the sum that is payable maximum to partners. Next one. How much salary can the firm claim as deduction for the assessment year 22-23? So they have given you 10 lakh and 5,000, 888,000, 8 lakh 70,000 and 6 lakh 96,000. So for this purpose, firstly, we should find out the book profit. So what is that we should consider as a book profit? We know that the net profit for the firm is given as 4 lakh 72,000, to which let us add back the remuneration what they debited 8 lakh and 88,000. They have even paid to non-working partner. So firstly, we will add back. Then interest that they have debited to the extent of 5 lakh and 40,000. We shall add back interest added back and interest allowed. Just now the answer for the previous alternative that we have taken up. So that being 2 lakh and 25,000. So by deducting 2 lakh and 25,000 as allowed amount, adding back 5 lakh and 40,000, we are bringing out the appropriate income for the purpose of finding out the maximum permissible remuneration. 16 lakh 75,000 is the book profit. We all know for the first 3 lakhs, 90% of that comes to 2 lakh and 70,000. Then for the balance, 13.75 lakhs, 60% has got to be taken up. 13 lakh and 75,000 into 60% comes to 8 lakh and 25,000. So it is 10 lakhs 95,000 as the maximum permissible amount, whereas the actual remuneration that you got to take up is only for the active partners J and Gopal. So for J 30K, for Gopal 28K, which results in 58,000 to be multiplied by 12. Payment to Madhav, a non-working partner, cannot be considered for remuneration allowance, even if it is provided in the deed. 58,000 into 12. 6 lakhs 96,000. The maximum is 1095 and 696 being the actual 696 will be allowed. So this is the alternative that we have, that being D. Next, item number 3. The business loss on unabsorbed depreciation allowed to be set off while computing total income of the firm for assessment year 22-23, 3 lakhs and lakh and 50,000, 225 lakh and 50,000, lakh and 50 and 1 lakh 12,500, 2 lakh and 25,000 and lakh and 12,500. So in this, what is very important is the very important portion is that the partner who died and in his place the legal hire coming, even though it is an event, but you don't find a new partner coming in. One partner gone and another partner has come in his place. But you find Mr. Raj retired on the same day. So before the death and admission of J, we had Jayesh, Gopal, Madhav and Raj. 4 partners were there. When a partner is retiring, his share of business loss cannot be carried forward and adjusted. So therefore, if you consider for business loss, it is only for 3/4 of the business loss alone can be taken up. So we understand this being 3 lakhs. So this being 3 lakhs. 3 lakhs into 3 by 4, 2 lakh and 25,000. And unabsorbed depreciation of 1 lakh and 50,000 This cannot be taken upon pro rata basis. So 2,25,000 and 1,50,000 is the appropriate alternative that you got to select. So therefore, for third question, it is item number B. I hope that the point is very well driven there. Item number 1.4. What would be the total income of the firm for the assessment year 22-23? 630, 250, 4,12,000, then 6 lakhs and 4,000 and 5 lakh and 29,000. So up to this stage, we are expected to take into consideration the matters related to business loss, then the salary permitted, interest, and they have not mentioned anything about a related transaction for the land of Mr. Gopal, who relinquished in favor of the firm. So that is taken up as a separate alternative. So up to this stage, the last point, bullet point, we will simply ignore. So what is the total income of the firm? Total income of the firm is where it is before remuneration. Before remuneration, 16,75,000. Then remuneration, 6,96,000. Business loss, 2,25,000. Then unabsorbed business loss, unabsorbed depreciation, 1,50,000. We will deduct these three. So 16,75,000 minus 6,96,000 minus 2,25,000 minus 1,50,000. All that comes to 6,04,000. 6,04,000 is the alternative. Let us just check up. Yes, it's item number C that is appropriate. Now let us just find out for 1.5. What would be the capital gain in the hands of LPG, assuming that the land acquired from Gopal was sold on 28/2/2022 for 25 lakhs to Mr. Jack. Fair market value and stamp duty value on the date of transfer being 30 lakhs and 28 lakhs respectively. So first and foremost thing is that the last point which we have ignored for the previous case study, now you are going to take up. Mr. Gopal relinquished his title in a land in the name of LPG for a consideration of 18 lakhs. So please understand, this item is not contributed towards the capital so as to attract the chargeability section of 45 subsection 3. Only there we take into consideration the value at which the capital asset is recorded in the books of the firm. And that is the reason as why they have just mentioned that it was duly recorded in the books on 31/10 at rupees 18 lakhs. So 18 lakhs will be ignored because it is not attracting section 45(3). He is giving this land for a consideration where he took money from the firm. So therefore, the stamp duty value will be taken up as full value of consideration. That is point number 1. And from the date of transfer to the firm to the date on which the firm transferring into Mr. Jack on 28/2/2022, this item will be taken up as short-term capital asset and therefore no indexation is required. So as the land is bought and sold within a period of 24 months, this stamp duty value of 28 lakhs should be compared with the stamp duty value at which it was recorded initially, that being 20 lakhs. The comparison between the two, which would result in a short-term capital gain of rupees 8 lakhs. This is the way we are bringing out the final answer. You can also check up the correct answer that we have worked out with reasons and computations. Thank you.